Myself Rohini Athrai, Sri Neminath Jain Vidyalay, Chandwad. In previous video, we have learned about the respiratory system of human being. In our today's video, we will learn about the mechanism of respiration. Mechanism of respiration or the respiration is a biological process in which there is exchange of O2 and CO2 takes place within the atmosphere and lungs, resulting in the formation of energy rich molecule in the form of ATP. The mechanism of respiration, it involves 4 events. First is breathing, second is external respiration, third is internal respiration, and fourth is cellular respiration. Means the external O2 reaches up to the cell level. Let us start with the breathing, the first step of respiration. Here the diagram of respiratory system. These are the path of air which is rich in O2. It enters through the nasal cavity, through the external layers, and reaches up to the alveoli, where the exchange of O2 and CO2 takes place. These are the alveoli sac, which helps in exchanging of gases O2 and CO2. Here one more diagram of the respiratory system, which indicates the lungs, diaphragm, bronchioles, the membranes of lungs. Here look at the membranes of lungs. It is covered with pleura. The outermost is known as parietal pleura and the inner is known as visceral pleura. Then encloses a cavity which is known as pleural cavity, which is filled with the pleural fluid, which helps in contraction and relaxation of the lungs. Let us discuss the mechanism of breathing. It is a physical process by which gases exchange takes place between the atmosphere and lungs. It involves inspiration and expiration. Both the steps involved parts of thoracic cage. Means in the process of inspiration and expiration, the parts which involved are thoracic cage, ribs, sternum, intercostal muscles, and diaphragm. Means these are the parts which play a vital role in the breathing. Let us discuss about the inspiration and expiration. The first event is known as inspiration. Inflow of atmospheric air into the lungs is known as inspiration, while the outflow of air through the lungs into atmosphere is known as expiration. Let us see the first event, inspiration. During inspiration, the atmospheric air is taken into the lungs. It occurs due to the pressure gradient formed between the lungs and atmosphere. It is an active process in which the diaphragm becomes flat and goes downward. The external intercostal muscles contract, so the ribs and sternum move upward and outward. This leads to an increase in the thoracic volume and a decreased pressure of thorax and lungs. To equalize the low pressure inside the lungs, air from the atmosphere rushes into the lungs, and this is known as inspiration. During expiration, what happened? The thorax contracts, causing air to be exhaled. The diaphragm relaxes and pushes upward. It becomes dome shape. The intercostal muscles also relax, pulling the rib cage inward and downward. This causes a decrease in thoracic volume and leads to increase in pressure in thorax and the lungs as compared to the atmospheric pressure. So, air from the lungs rushes outside, and this process is known as expiration. One inspiration and one expiration is known as one breath. Means the process of inspiration and expiration, they completes the breathing. Then the second process of respiration is start, which is known as external respiration. The exchange of gases at the alveoli sac. The alveoli consist of a layer of simple squamous epithelium, resulting they are based on the basement membrane. They are internally lined by the dense network of capillaries, which helps in diffusion of O2 and CO2. Togetherly, they mix up the respiratory membrane through which the gaseous exchange occurs between the alveoli, air and the blood. The diffusion of gases will take place from an area of higher partial pressure to an area of lower partial pressure. The partial pressure of oxygen of blood in pulmonary capillaries is about 40 mm of Hg, while in alveolar blood it is 104 mm of Hg. And due to the difference in between the oxygen diffuses from alveoli to the capillaries. Here, look at here. Mechanism of respiration. This diagram is from your textbook. A diagram of alveoli exchange between the O2 and CO2. Due to the difference between the pressure of alveolar blood and alveolar air, there is a exchange of O2 and CO2 takes place. The third event in the process of respiration is internal respiration. During the internal respiration, the two main components of blood involved in the internal respiration, like RBCs and plasma. During the internal respiration, the first event is transport of oxygen. The total oxygen transported only is 3%, transported in a dissolved state by a plasma. The remaining 97% is bound to the hemoglobin present in RBCs, which is formed into a complex known as oxyhemoglobin. Hemoglobin acts as a respiratory carrier. It has a high affinity for O2 and combines with to form a oxyhemoglobin complex. Here, oxidative metabolism during the respiration. During the formation of oxyhemoglobin, Hb combines with O2 and they forms a oxyhemoglobin complex. The oxyhemoglobin is transported from lungs to the tissue where it readily dissociates to release O2. Then this O2 reaches up to the cellular level. Then CO2 from the cell, it gets transported outside the body. Carbon dioxide is readily soluble in water and transported by RBCs and plasma in 3 different forms. First is by plasma in solution form. Only 7% of CO2 is transported in a dissolved form as a carbonic acid, which is a breakdown into CO2 and water. By second form, in the form of bicarbonate ions. The 70% of carbon dioxide is released by the tissue cells and diffuses into plasma and then into RBCs. And the third form is by red blood cells. CO2 binds with the amino group of the hemoglobin and form a loosely bound compound carbahemoglobin. This molecule readily decomposes in the partial pressure of CO2, and finally the CO2 is expelled outside. And the last part of respiration is known as cellular respiration. It is the last step taking place inside the cell where food is oxidized and ATP is generated. It shows 2 steps. First is oxidation and second is phosphorylation. During oxidation, breakdown of complex organic molecules into simple inorganic molecules with release of heat energy. Means here glucose is oxidized to release CO2 and water along with the energy in the form of ATP. And the second event is known as phosphorylation. In phosphorylation, it involves the trapping of heat energy in the form of high energy bond of ATP molecules. ATP is used to carry out the vital life processes and hence known as energy currency of the cell. Here the mechanism of inspiration and expiration. Look at here. There are blood flow from the pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein where the exchange of gases takes place. There is an exchange of O2 and CO2. Here a certain part is maximized. Here look at the picture of alveoli inside the alveoli sac where O2 and CO2 exchanges take place. Okay, here we have finished the our next part of respiration, that is mechanism of respiration. Okay, here in our today's video we have learned about the mechanism of respiration, which is a complex process which shows 4 parts: breathing, external respiration, internal respiration and cellular respiration. From means O2 from the atmosphere, it become a part of cell where energy is utilized. Means from the atmosphere, O2 it inhaled by the process of breathing, and lastly it become a part of our body or our cell. Okay, thank you. Then you have to write all the notes from our textbook or from the video, and then we will take a exam on this topic. Okay.